Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. For a good little while, I've been wanting to create a kids puzzle because this would be very easily to put together. Each one of these pieces, I'm going to go over it from start to finish. This would be your backer board. You'd have another board, glue this down, and then these pieces would fit into them. But it'd be really easy for a kid, especially if you painted them. You wouldn't have to paint it. But I think I'm going to make a second video on how to make it a more difficult puzzles for adults. So we're just going to start from scratch. I'm just going to nudge this out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an ellipse. Doesn't really matter what size you start with because you can always size it later. So let's make it a 2-inch circle. And you could just expand that out, but you could also, if you wanted to make it like a 1/4 inch thick on both sides so it wouldn't break, you could go to effects and contour to the outside 0.25. And then that's going to give you a 1/4 inch lip. I think it would be probably the minimum so they wouldn't break. And if you look, that's 0.25. Now what you need to do is go ahead and break this apart or break the contour apart. So go to Object, break the contour apart. Now, you shouldn't have to measure this, but I'm going to go ahead and group it. But I'm going to just measure it. It should be, if this circle is 2.5 bigger or smaller, but what we're going to do, you're just parallel dimension tool and get on the quadrant. So we're going to actually start from there, holding down the control button after you move it to put it to that quadrant. And we're at 2.25, and that's what it should be. So set your nudge factor on 2.25. And then you can Control D or hit the plus key. And that's what you want. You want it interlocked right there. And then Control D, Control D. I'm only going to do like 5 by 5. You'd want to do more, but I'm just Control D'ing them and making them 5 by 5. Now you don't have to group it together, but it'd be a lot easier to move it later. So I'm going to go to Object, Group, and Ungroup. Now there's 2 trains of thought on how to do this. One of them would be to use the virtual segment delete key and delete these lines. But I really think that would take longer. And then if you made a mistake, you'd have more trouble to back up. So if we use the Smart Fill tool, and we'll just use red, and you need to interlock. Now, some of these you will not be able to get to, like that one. That one's just not going to work, so just forget about it. Then change your color. It'd be easier if you use different colors on all of them. So we're going to go blue, 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 and then let's go this way. So we've lost that one, but that doesn't really matter. And you could actually go down, but then you would lose that one. So let's use this light blue and go here, here, here. I'm just filling them in with the Smart Fill tool. And instead of going over here, then we would lose that one. I'm just going to continue this way. And you could use your own imagination on what you want to do. Now these 2 are still usable. So you have to go at a diagonal, but you want to use a different color every time to make it a little bit easier. Because we're going to have to weld those together. Now, I would use you could use yellow again, but I'm not going to. So we're going to go this burnt orange and just get every spot. And let's go ahead and just do this, and we're going to lose another one right there. But that doesn't really matter because you could make your puzzle bigger. And because you've got your nudge factor set, you could just make a duplicate of it and move it over. And then you could go further. But we're just going to do the little one right now. I would make a little one at first. Now let's pick another purple color. And we're going to lose that one unless you made it bigger. So we're just going to go here, 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 down there, down there, down there, down there. Now we've only got one more color to do because all the other ones are going to be lost. But that doesn't really matter. That's kind of the unique part of the puzzle. So we haven't used this pink yet, so I'm going to go pink, 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 So there's your puzzle. Now, what we could do is, let's change our nudge factor. Now this is 11 inches, let's make it 12. Just kind of remember that 2.5 if you want to expand it later. And we've got that right there. Now, if we take away the fill and add an outline, that's what you got. You got a bunch of broken lines. So we don't want to do that. We want to go to find and replace. And we want to go to edit and find and replace, and then pick the red. Pick the red, and you can see it's just that one spot. From selection, find all, and see it actually found my other one. I'm going to delete that other one. I'm going to delete this one, so we're just working on this one. I'm going to go ahead and move this back out of the way. So go red, from selection, find all. Now, you don't have to move them out of the way, but you could weld it now. And now let's look what it looks like after it's welded. Let's take away the outline, and we have just that. So that's pretty cool. So just back up here. And you could leave, you know what? We could leave that. Take away the outline, go ahead and cut it, make it red, make it a hairline. Then we're going to do blue, from selection, weld, left click, right click, and look at that. That color, from selection, find all, weld, left click, right click. Now, in just a second, we'll do the border, and that's going to kind of make it, to me, the fun part. So I'm just selecting all of them. So we've got the orange now. Now we're going to do, so you don't have to, you could go through here and select them all, but you might miss a piece. So with find and replace, it's going to find all those. And we're going to go weld. Now I did not break that other one apart, but I can just take the outline away or take the fill away and add an outline. One more, and then we'll do the other part of the puzzle. From selection, find all, weld, left click, right click. So now, well, we didn't do the yellow. Now you got your puzzle built, and you're going to go, well, how are you going to make the outline? So let's go ahead and just delete all this. Now, the thickest part is going to be 1/4 inch. Well, let's just make sure using the parallel dimension. See, it's a little thicker here, but we don't care. See, that's 0.25. So now we're going to select all this, and we're going to make a boundary. And all that did is make it basically a copy of it, because I like doing it this way. Now we're going to go to Effects, Contour, and we're going to contour 0.3. That way it will not go down in those holes, if that makes any sense. You know, if you did it, let's back up here. Let's go 0.26. See, the contour tool will not go down in those holes because it's too small. Now let's go to Object, Break Contour Apart, and nudge this out of the way. And I would go up here to Object, Break the Curve Apart, and then just swipe through here to get rid of those two end pieces. So there is basically your puzzle. And so what you can do now is put this back, take your Smart Fill tool, pretty much set on any color. I don't like that pink, so we're going to change it to let's change it to a red. And I'm going to fill that in. So that's going to be your outline of your puzzle. We're going to left click, right click. Now I would put a border around it. So this is our real puzzle pieces that you're going to cut out. So I would just move them out of the way. These are going to be your individual. Matter of fact, I didn't even think about that. When you cut this out, it's going to cut out those pieces. So you don't even have to keep that. Let's just delete that. And let's put this in the center of the page. Now let's take a rectangle. So it's like, let's make it 13 by 13. And then hit P. That's going to be your backer board. And then you will glue this other part down on top of it. You could either do that or you could do this and fill that in with a Smart Fill tool and cut that out. It's almost repetitive what we've done. So this would fit inside there now, and then that would all be fleshed. So all the pieces, I would do that. That way all these pieces would be fleshed. Now I didn't mean to, I did nudge it because now we could put that back. But we could very easily, because we're gonna let it cut out, so you could you're gonna need a backer board that's solid to glue this to. And then this is what your puzzle is gonna look like. Let's make the backer board brown. And let's make all the other pieces the different colors. And I'm not going to make every piece different to save time. And if you want to, stay tuned for part 2. And we're going to make it a little bit more difficult for making it an adult game. So that would be a perfect child's, because there's 3 of them that are identical. This piece would fit down in this piece. That piece, well, basically 4. So we've only got 4 shapes. There's one shape, 2 shapes, 3 shapes. We've got 4 different shapes. So any child would be able to put that together. Anyway, I hope that gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.